Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome back to Diablo 3. I figured it's about time to go ahead and test what greater rift level we can actually solo. So right here I got myself 5 of the greater rift keystones, so we can try and see how high of a level we can get. Now I do really quickly want to point out that the gear I'm running here is mostly focused on, you know, group play. I've been focusing pretty much exclusively on 4-man groups, and I've barely done any kind of solo leveling at all. Actually, it looks like I got a couple Paragon points right here that I can go ahead and spend, so we'll go ahead and do so. As far as the gear goes that I do really quickly want to show you, I'll just mouse over them quickly so you can have a look at them. Especially the jewelry is pretty bad, but there's a couple items that are reasonable. This one is okay. We got some pretty good boots here as well. I got this offhand yesterday that I'm actually pretty happy with. Also definitely some very solid stats. In general, like we're getting some good items here. This weapon is actually also pretty solid. Unbuffed, I'm currently at 1.6 thousand damage, or 1.6 million damage rather, and 10 million toughness. So actually I don't even have that much toughness, so we'll see how difficult this is gonna be. Now obviously I'm running the Shadow's Mantle set right here, right? And the Shadow's Mantle set is all focused on just, you know, single target damage. It works extremely well in groups, and we have been pushing greater rifts above 60. However, I haven't really done any kind of soloing yet, so I guess we'll figure it out today how well that's gonna go. I know that most of the people are running Marauders or, like, you know, Natalias and all these kind of item sets, and I actually do have those, you know, set up in my bags as well. I have most of the sets ready to go, but I figured it's about time to just test this set out instead, because this is by far my strongest gear. Now, as far as the elements that I got in here, we got the Dawn for the extra little bit of vengeance. I'm actually mousing over them, so I'll show you them over here instead. Or I'm actually sitting on top of it. But I got the Dawn right here that reduces the cooldown of vengeance, which is my R ability. Then I got the Visage of Goons that improves that vengeance significantly, and I have the Convention of Elements as well for that little bit of added damage. I can also go ahead and swap this out for an elusive ring. Which could be good actually, which could be good if we go into like the state where I notice I'm dying a lot, but I think we want to be focusing majority of our time on damage. Now, as far as the playstyle goes, I do have the boomerang on my left mouse button click. I figured I should probably swap that, the bolas out for that, just to be able to clean up some groups a little easier. I got Impale with Ricochet, obviously, that's the main skill we're going to be focusing on. Vault with Rattling Roll, Mark for Dead with Contagion, Shadow Power with Gloom, and Vengeance with Seath. As far as the passives go, pretty standard setup here as well. All focused on just, you know, slowing the targets down. As far as the legendary gems go, my jewelry is bad, by the way, but as far as the legendary gem go, I got the Bane of the Powerful, I got Tagog right here, and then I also have the Bane of the Trapped. Nothing is too high of a level yet. I'm actually currently leveling up Tagog some more. Probably should maybe go for the Boon of the Hoarder or whatever, but I figured, you know, we'll just do it what we got right now and go from there. So, I'm going to be opening up a Nephilim Obelisk Rift right here. We're going to pick Greater, and actually, it seems to give me the option to do 55. I haven't actually done all too many yet. I guess what we'll just start out with is, we could just start at 45 actually, then go to 50, then maybe 55, and then maybe 60. I don't think we're going to be able to go any higher than that. It's giving me the option to start up a 62 one as well. But just, you know, just to have like a starting point, I suppose, we'll go with a level 45 Greater Rift, which is the equivalent of Torment 10. So this one should be pretty easy. This one should be pretty straightforward. Just gonna start rolling through all the stuff. As you can see though, I do take a stupid amount of damage, but we can one-shot pretty much all the yellows. Alright, so we're nearing the end right here of the Greater Rift 45. Relatively straightforward so far. I did end up falling a couple times and actually feel pretty squishy, so we may actually end up, you know, switching out a couple of the things. And I also find myself running out of impales every now and then, so we may have to switch out a couple of skills too. Or not a couple, but just a single skill. Don't think that boomerang is really adding all too much, to be honest. Like, it's a cool idea, and I guess it works as well in group play, but in single power play. So here's, by the way, the damage Impale does. Here's the Rift Guardian, and now he's down. You do a lot of damage. You do a lot of damage with the Impale build. But yeah, the basic strategy I've been using is to just simply roll down everything, but I figured I shouldn't be showing you guys everything, because that would just make this video about, you know, 3 hours long. We don't really want to go there. So, couple things that I do want to change out. I want to change out for a little bit more sustain. A little bit more sustain and a little bit more, like, you know, a little bit more, you know, for hatred as well. So we are gonna actually switch back this ability. It works well in like group play, but I guess for this we'll just go ahead and pick the Thunderbolt. Make sure we have something to regenerate some more of the hatred with. And I'm thinking here we may have to switch out This one for the elusive ring too. Just because we are constantly, you know, we're constantly casting shadow power, which will basically give me 60% reduced damage nearly 100% of the time. It's obviously gonna lower our damage or our sustain quite a bit. I also have the queries right here. While above 90 primary resource, all damage taken is reduced by 50%. Could be very good as well. Could be very good as well. Let me actually see exactly what the Dark Heart rune does. Yeah, I think since we have nearly 100% uptime on Vengeance, I should probably just keep this one in there, and you know, go from there. And I'll actually also go ahead and pick single out here and replace that for awareness, just to get some extra sustain and, you know, not die nearly as often. I think this should make it for a little bit more of a powerful setup here. And we'll go ahead and give Greater Rift 50 a try next. Alright, so here we are. Let's go ahead and select Greater Rift 50. This one should all still be relatively, you know, relatively doable as well, so I'll see you guys at the end. So far I gotta say, I definitely do notice that I have less damage than I did in the previous one. Either that or the enemies just became significantly more sustainable. But I don't think I've actually died a single time yet. So while it's definitely noticeable that I am doing less damage, I definitely have way more sustain right now. So that's obviously helping us out a lot. As you can see, like, even though I'm getting attacked from all ends right now, I got 80... Oh my god, I got nearly 90 million toughness at this point. I mean, that's obviously fully buffed and whatnot, but... I mean, that's what's giving me a stupid amount of sustain. A stupid amount of sustain, and, you know, it's helping me out completing this dungeon, that's for certain. We're definitely gonna be a little bit faster, but dying is also a very costly business. So I think if we focus on that and, you know, keep it this way, we can probably start pushing a little bit higher up as well. Wouldn't be surprised if that's gonna be just fine for us. No, here's the Rift Guardian once more. Come on, Mr. Rift Guardian. The choker. Yeah, look at the damage decrease. Like, it's very obvious, but, I mean, that thing still went down in just a matter of seconds, really. Alright, so next up, we'll give Greater Rift 55 a try. This should be still pretty doable. It's gonna get a little tricky, though. But let's just get started. So, I'm guessing I will do a full run-through of this. I may cut out some parts if it takes a little bit too long. But in general, this one will likely last us a little closer towards, upwards to like 10 minutes, I'm thinking. At least 10 minutes would be acceptable still. I'm thinking we can maybe do 57-ish. I'm thinking I don't think I can do really any higher than that, but you can see, like, pretty much constantly, you know, the seat is gonna be off cooldown. It's not quite 100% yet. I don't have that much cooldown reduction, but as long as I keep tapping my W and E ability to Shadow Power, and then also the Mark for Death, this should definitely be something we can complete with relative ease. You can see that sustain, though. I mean, things are not dying nearly as quickly as they were, I'm not gonna lie, but the sustain is pretty unreal so far. And we do get a lot of XP as well. You can see, like, I'm leveling up by myself a lot. Alright, let's roll onwards. Make sure we get towards the next pack. Basically just rolling in between packs right now. Do have to make sure I don't die. Dying is annoying because it costs us a lot of time, especially if you die multiple times. Alright. Trying to stun the dudes. So far, so good. Grabbing all these progress orbs. You see, so far we're actually far ahead of the counter, the timer. We can still kill them, like, relatively soon, or like relatively quickly, though. I wonder what it would be like if we would be running something like Marauder set instead. Like, the Marauder set is obviously way better at soloing. I mean, this is probably the worst Demon Hunter set for solo. But hey, it's the gear I got. It's the thing we gotta deal with. Nemesis braces are actually putting out a lot of progress too, I've noticed. I don't know if they're the best in slot right now. I'm not actually sure what braces are the best in slot. I guess anything that can give me up to 20% extra, you know, elemental damage to lightning, it's gonna be just fine. Okay, moving onwards, stepping WE whenever we have the, you know, the, what's it called? The discipline to do so. Don't need to kill anything, no? I mean, if things are a little bit too far ahead and, you know, there's no pack to kill, there's no reason for me to stick around for too long either. I love these maps, by the way. You can see, like, on these maps, we have a pretty good time. And I think if we kill this one, we do have a new personal best on the way. I did a little bit of solo Greater Rifting last night as well. And the very highest I managed to do was 55, which is the one we're in right now. But you can see, like, we're far and away ahead of the timer. Very far ahead of the timer right now. Okay. And somehow, some way, we're not actually running out of resources anytime soon right now, as far as like the as far as the hatred goes. I guess it's just because of the uptime of Seath. Or Vengeance, rather. Oh, there's actually a yellow right there. And a blue. Alright, this could be getting a little bit tricky. We'll start kiting them backwards. Or not kiting them quite, but... I mean, I do have to take it a little easier here. Once again, dying is gonna cost me a lot of time. So if I can at all avoid that, that would be great. Making sure that my my gems proc by slowing them down. That's just making sure, you know, they're easier to pick off. Oh my god. One hit. Alright. Very good. Ton of progress. I would like to kill everything in this one if I can. Well, for yellow at least. Okay, shield final. That's good. Would have seated up here. Right click. Keep an eye out on the shield. Keep an eye out on the shield at the bottom. I have nothing else to worry about though. But you can see like the AoE damage is definitely lacking hard. Like we're lacking serious AoE, and that's just not what this, you know, what this setup of skills is meant for. Alright, here we go. Gonna have to go towards objective 2. This one is actually pretty good as well. Like these tight alleyways is where we do shine. Like it can be annoying for the wallers and kind of depends on the minions that are in there, but these are fine. Where are you, Mr. Rift Guardian? We keep leveling up, so that helps out a lot as well with the discipline the discipline regeneration. Goes much faster if we level up. Man, we've been doing, like, we did like 3/4 of the first one. Damn, this one is annoying. We did like 3/4 in the very first stage. And the next two we don't really have a whole lot of stuff going for us. Damn, flying things. Alright. Ferendi, you're easy to kill. You're just a little high in HP. And you do a lot of damage. You one-shot me. Which I don't really like, but hey, here we go. So, we did manage to do it, and this is indeed going to be a personal best for the moment. But we can do better. We can do better. Alright, I'm thinking we can do up to 57 right now, okay? I've never done 57 before. So we'll give that a try first. I have only 2 more greater keystones out, but I think we'll give 57 a try and then see how much time we have remaining and go from there. Obviously, we do need a little bit of luck as well for the demons and whatnot that spawn in the things, but this one is gonna be higher than I've ever done before. So I think we may just start off a little slowly. And actually, that was the one thing I was doing in the first one as well, in the first dungeon at 55. I was doing it much slower. You can see though, like one hit of the white ones is even nearly killing me. Do have to build up a little more sustain, I suppose.
I wish I could do that.
Okay. I don't know if this one is gonna get anywhere close to you know, the highest ranks, or if we're gonna get all the way to 15 minutes. We have a total of 50 minutes, obviously, in order to complete it. If we don't complete it within the time frame, then we're in trouble. But at least it will give us something to base things off of, right? We can try it again once my gear improves. Oh god, double pack. I think I actually should just take it a little slower. I was doing that in the first one, or the first level of 55, and that worked out very well. And then it stopped working well afterwards. Alright. There we go. Yellow down. Oh, I stood right at the crossroads. Right at the crossroads. Still near the entrance though. God. Stop attacking me, please. I don't really have any good gear, by the way, on the Templar. Could definitely be gearing that guy up more. I got a couple legendaries on him, but nothing too special. Alright. Here we go. Let's roll onwards. I think I may be underestimating the amount of progress these white dudes still give us. Even if we aren't like killing them super quickly. It's probably better to at least clean up the majority of them. Unless it's like a lot of small ones. Like these big dudes, they die pretty quickly. They still have a lot of HP, so I do need to hit them still. And yeah, it's not like they give, you know, absolutely nothing. Also, as far as the potion goes, by the way, the legendary one, I got the one that does extra regeneration too. So I think that's probably gonna help us a little bit too, just to stay alive longer after activating the potion. You can see though, like, these dudes have a lot of HP. I mean, I'm hitting them with such a strong weapon here. Alright. Rolling onwards. Oh, it's a channeling pylon. Alright, click it. Channeling is not all that great for me. I mean, I pretty much have no cooldowns anyway, right? Gotta watch out for reflect damage. And wallers. Wallers are pretty annoying. Alright. We didn't manage to kill them though. Let me just pick up the progression. Almost killed my Templar there, but luckily he doesn't take any damage from us. Alright. We're about a couple minutes ahead of the timer right now. So this is pretty good for us. More wallers coming in. Sometimes we get a little unlucky here, where they will be able to do a ton more damage to us. Gotta be careful for those frozen orbs too. And I didn't end up killing this room, biting us in the ass right now. I'm still gonna have to do that. Hey, at least we have a 100% time right now on our hatred. I mean, our hatred isn't running out. I guess the boomerang was just costing us a little too much on that part. Come on, I need my vengeance back. There we go. Did manage to kill him. Paragon 395 as well. That's pretty nice. Alright, getting real close to the ending right now. And actually, we're doing really quite well. We're doing really quite well. This one is working out. I mean, these are some very annoying packs I'm facing, and it's actually like, I had like 4 at once just now, which doesn't really make it any easier. But we managed to get there without actually dying a single time. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. There we go. Oh god. Very low in HP. I said not dying, right? But this is good. Yeah, I think like cleaning up at least like the big groups of the packs, I suppose, is the good option to go for. Because sometimes the splash damage obviously kicks in from area damage. One of the things I have been focusing on with the build. Shield pylon. Alright, here we go. Just right clicking. Not really doing a whole lot. Well, I guess I should right click on the yellow if I can. I've got to keep an eye out on where the progress is at. But here we go. Rift Guardian is out. Mr. Rift Guardian, how you doing? Alright. As long as I don't get hit by his arcane powers, we should be just fine. He's not actually doing all that much. Siphoning a little bit of life. But he's not reflecting anything. And we managed to complete it with 6 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Nice. Alright, so here we go. So this is my new personal best. 8 minutes and 46 seconds for level 57. I'm actually thinking we can go ahead and potentially do 60. You think we can do 60? I guess we'll give it a try. Alright, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Level 60. Greater Rift solo. Let's go. This is gonna be a tricky one, and I need to get some lucky dungeons too. I haven't actually seen this one all too much. We're doing quite a lot of Greater Rifts, but I haven't seen this one too much. But this is gonna require a little bit more focus. As you can see though, the experience is also pretty unreal, because we're gonna level up to level 400 Paragon on this one too, for sure. These aren't even elite packs yet. These aren't even elite packs yet. Alright. Do it. Do it. Just kill him. That's fine. Alright. So far we're on time. This is probably gonna take us close to the full 15 minutes though. Either that, or we're not gonna make it. And it's also gonna, you know, require a little bit of skill here to not stand in the things. Go, 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 go. Gotta make sure I dodge those mortars and a thunderstorm as well. A lot of illusions, but here we go. Good. We have done it indeed, Mr. Templar. I like your excitement. Alright. Keep on pushing. Keep on dealing the damage. Now, I hope I'm not too low in damage right here to actually complete this in time. Could be the case, considering we obviously traded in quite a bunch of the damage with our passives, and you know, the band of convections and whatnot also gave us a whole lot of extras. Alright. More illusions. More illusionists. It's fine though. We can still nuke them down. And this terrain is actually working out quite well for us too. I mean, it's not really all that annoying so far, and it's mostly just like these tight alleyways that are, you know, relatively easy to kill. They're not really jumping on us either, which helps out a lot. Just the wallers, or the walls are kind of annoying because my impale doesn't hit. Alright. Grabbing the progression. Rolling onwards. Out of discipline. Gotta make sure I obviously keep on grinding though. Gotta keep on moving as fast as I can. Guess we'll clean up a couple of packs in the process while we wait for more discipline to come out. This is going to be a shield final, so that's good for us. Alright, just simply right click the yellows. Keep an eye out on the timer. Did just level up to 399, so that's good for us too. Get a bit more sustain. Let's keep an eye out on the shield. Very good. So when we can stand still and just find the yellow and right click on them, it gets pretty straightforward, right? Okay. These are molten, so that's okay. They also do reflect damage though. I do have to watch out for that. Where's my shield at? My shield is up for about another little bit, so I can just stand right here in the middle. But let's keep an eye out on the timer at the bottom of the screen. Not too worried about these explosions. Looking very good though. I'm liking this a lot. And Paragon 400. Yes! Almost died there while fist pumping. That's okay. Got a new Paragon portrait unlocked apparently, but I have the BlizzCon one, so I guess I'll keep that. But it's a cool thing to have anyway. 100 more until we hit the soft cap, right? I have been playing this game a little bit too much, by the way, I'm not gonna lie. I found myself yesterday as well still playing this at 2 in the morning. When I do wake up relatively early in order to actually, you know, get the content prepared and be able to do the live stream and the double YouTube videos and whatnot done in time. Especially since I'm currently not actually recording anything on Sundays usually. And I try and take one full day off. So I have to prepare videos on the Saturday in advance for the Sunday as well. And Diablo has been cutting in on a lot of that sleeping time. I mean, what can I say? The game is really good. So far, we're actually beating the clock by a significant margin, though. Very nice. Alright. I would like to find another yellow pack, though. We just walked ourselves in a circle. This walking time is gonna cost us a bit. Alright. I can also roll and impale. I get a free fold. I get a free fold after using impale because of my belt. But I don't know if it's actually any faster. It probably is slightly faster, really. Just gotta make sure I keep on doing it. You can see constantly it being triggered at the bottom of the screen. Where's the yellow at? There you are. But yeah, I've been playing Diablo a significant amount of time, constantly. I don't know, the new season has been really enjoyable, and I actually didn't anticipate for the Shadow set. I wanted to be running like a Marauder set, or potentially like an Natalia set. Or even an Unhollowed Essence set, right? I didn't really anticipate for the Shadow set, but this one has been a lot of fun. We did the full clear here. Conduit pylon, nice. Oh god. Don't die, Lowko. Just roll back. Just roll back. We'll be fine. Woo! That orb right on top of my face. Alright. Where's the yellow at? Here he is. Picking up the progression once more. Okay, good. Here we go. Wallers. No, wallers and return. Or reflect. Oh, man. I guess I'm gonna have to roll this way then. I do have my rattling roll on, so that I do get stunned whenever I'm rolling through them. But we do have to make sure we clean up these dudes. If you cannot all make that work. Here we go. Oh, almost killed the yellow. The main guy. The reason why we're actually shooting these guys. There we go. Very good. Almost dying there. Oh man, this is so terrible for AoE damage though. Like, it's not like a mage would easily deal with clusters of that. Like, he would just roll a couple of the, or he would just beam them down very quickly. A couple of the orbs in and things are dead. Gotta make sure I don't go too fast though. Because if I caught, you know, if I get caught from behind, I basically get one-shot by any of these guys. And especially not with the Templar down. Templar keeps dying as well. That's okay. He's just here to taunt some enemies for the most part. Give me some extra abilities. Give me slightly more sustain. I don't actually know how much of an impact Templar makes, but it's probably bigger than I anticipate. I should really give him some gear. Alright. Come on, Templar. You've been sitting on the ground right there for forever. I guess you have like a 30-second respawn timer at this point, don't you? Alright. Moving onwards. Still gonna be able to make this with quite a couple minutes on the clock, though. As long as it continues like this at the very least, we should be in an okay place. Depends on the Rift Guardian that we're gonna get as well, but... Oh, no! That was close. Thought I was actually dead. Very nice. Alright. Here's the blue pack. Not gonna be the final one yet, I don't think. Ugh. The, Nightmarish? No, it's not the Nightmarish. The green stuff they throw up on the ground, I don't actually know what it's called. That does so much damage. I gotta be careful I don't get hit by it. They are health links, so I can just shoot one of them. Health link is good to kill. I was right, it wasn't the last one yet. Not the final pack at least. Gotta be careful. The Mantle Lords can immediately one-shot me. They can definitely one-shot me. The other stuff will probably need a couple more hits, or at least do something fancy to kill me. The Mantle Lords are, Whoa! I didn't even know what hit me there. Oh man. 5-second respawn timer, sadly. It doesn't even tell me what slain me. It's okay. Guess I was a little too close. Probably could have backed up a little more. I got lazy clicking. Rookie mistake. Alright. Here we go. Pushing onwards. This would probably be the final one. Don't want to be hit by the orb. As long as I kill that yellow, we should be okay. Gotta make sure I dodge those green things. Making sure I keep triggering the abilities. Templar obviously back up. He's been dying a lot though. Poor Templar. Alright, here we go. Alright, Rift Guardian. Who are you? Rhyme? That's okay. Oh my god, you do a lot of damage. Okay, don't stand in that circle, I suppose. Don't get hit by him. You have a couple minutes, though. Here we go. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Rhyme! Calm down. I'm just here to kill you. No big deal. Come on, man. Look at that HP. Look at that HP. That's annoying. We have 3.5 minutes remaining on the clock. I could have killed him here for certain. Alright, alright, alright. Here we go, Templar. Get him. Get him, Templar. You can do this. Whew. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Alright, so we did this one. 60 in 11 minutes and 36 seconds. Which I'm actually pretty happy with. Should we give a try to 61? I'm gonna have to run a normal Nephilim Rift though, because I don't have any more, you know, keystone fragments. I guess we'll go ahead and give it a try. Alright, so I made it to the end of a normal Nephilim Rift. So we'll go ahead and kill the Rift Guardian right here, which should give us a greater keystone fragment. There we go. So that means we can give Greater Rift 61 a try. Man, that's gonna be difficult though. That's gonna be really tough. Alright, so here we go. Let's set up the Greater Rift 61. It's giving me the option to do 61 or 62 as well. This is going to be the final one for the moment either way. 61 though. We had a couple minutes on the clock remaining with 60. So we could probably make this one work. As long as we get an okay one, like an okay dungeon, and we don't die 100 times over, I think we actually have a chance, or like a shot at this. Oh man, you can notice the health increase though. Well, I mean, I obviously just did a Greater Rift 10 one, which is obviously a huge difference. The reflect damage is really annoying. We just have to take it real slow and hope we make it in time. If I can at all avoid dying though, that would be great. Okay. Woo! Man! I was talking about avoiding dying, not like dying. Guess the game misunderstood what I was saying. Alright. There he goes down. That's the first dude dead. Rolling onwards. Keep on moving. Look how much damage, or how much life these little dudes have. It's insane. I need to like hit them all multiple times with my right click. Even though it's like basically the highest single target damage spell at this point in the game. The only problem is that we can only hit three at a time with the Ricochet rune, but... Alright, next one. Next yellow is right here. Oh man. Come on! Come on, die! Okay, good. We're still beating the clock. Moving onwards. It all comes down to dying, really. If I don't die, I think I can make this. Or if I die no more than like 3 times, I think we can make this. If the timer goes up to like 20 seconds, it's gonna be really difficult. The only problem is not dying. Speed pylon is not that great for us. That means we at least, you know, got that one dealt with. The other ones are in here somewhere. So the closer we get to the ending, where time is gonna, you know, count a little more, the bigger the chances become of us having actual, like, shield pylon or anything else useful. Alright. Obviously the speed is not, like, pointless, but oftentimes I don't get nearly as much use out of it, just because we can roll down everything anyway. So I just got in some trouble with a couple of mortars. They did end up killing me multiple times, which is really annoying, but basically one shot of a mortar immediately takes me down from 100% health to 0, it felt like. Especially from the elite pack itself, or like the elite champion itself. But it's time to move onwards again though. Oh man, this one is also very, very rough. It's like one little tiny room with arcane powers everywhere. Gotta be real careful here. Oh! We'll wait a second. We'll wait a second here. Make sure I use the potion first. Well, I should have used the potion first then. Oh man. We're already up to 10 seconds. Which is unfortunate. So far though, we're 64% in. And the timer is at 7 minutes and 17 seconds rather, remaining. This yellow is not even remotely close to dying, but we're cleaning up all of the trash first. I don't really want to open the next door though. Look how much damage these stupid guys do. Oh. If I get hit once with that charge ability that he does, I'm dead as well. From the yellow, that is. I think once we clean up all the little guys, though, this is gonna... Damn! This is gonna be a pretty easy fight. Although at this point, 15 seconds remaining on the clock to be able to get resurrected. Yeah, well, we're just gonna have to keep on continuing, right? We're just gonna have to make it. The clock is starting to tick, though. The clock is starting to tick. We have to pay attention to his animation, where he's gonna charge. He charges rather quickly. Woo! Okay, good. Oh. Give me that orb. Good. Alright, unleash! I'm glad I didn't open that door any sooner, though. That door could have my death as well. Alright, we'll just clean everything up slowly but surely. Look at these little white dudes just nibbling away at my feet, and yet they're almost doing half my damage in just a second. Alright. Alright, moving onwards. Templar once against that, obviously. Because the Templar just, you know, dies for the most part. I wonder how many more times I would have died without the Templar. Oh man, poison darts. Gotta be careful for those. Alright, Templar, go in. Eat those poison darts for me. Alright, open the door. Open the floodgates. Alright, yellow coming in. Oh man. Oh no, those are poison dart dudes. Oh no. Alright, first his minions. We'll move onwards to the rest after him, or like to the boss after that. Okay, there's the AoE damage coming in again from me. Let's keep on dashing around so I, you know, dodge as many of those as I can. This is good though. Woo! Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Think we can make it. Just depends on how long we actually do with the, you know, the Rift Guardian. Because he is part of that timer, as far as I'm aware. And the Rift Guardian obviously also will take a minute or so. Well, it depends on which one we get. Some of them die very easily. Other ones are very annoying and they keep running us around. Like the rhyme we had in the previous one. That one was annoying. He did so much damage. Okay. I have like no health. Alright. I feel better now indeed. Good, good, good. Oh my god. I think if I die once or twice more from here on out, I won't make the timer. I mean, that will practically catch the timer up to where we are at right now. And pretty much anything can kill me here. I mean, more things can kill me than things that cannot kill me, right? Ah, dang. 86%, 3 minutes remaining. 86% and 3 minutes remaining. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. I believe. I believe still. 10 seconds. Shut up. Shut up, Bogan. With your 40 gazillion health. Well, not quite, but a lot. Get him, Templar! Oh my god, man. Alright, get him. Moving on. I need to try and make up some time here without playing reckless. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't choose 62. 62 wouldn't have happened. More poison darts. Oh god, Charger coming in. Get him. Good. Although, you can notice though, the timer isn't helping us very much. I need to get a blue pack or something. Guess we'll take a risk here. Roll onwards. Oh man. I have no more roll. No! Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. I'm looking for a blue pack. Has anyone seen any? Oh man, I got myself stuck in a corner here. Alright. Found a little bit of space to breathe here. I have no Vengeance up. Oh man, I have no potion right now either. Okay. Okay. We're killing the babies. Oh no. Oh man, this final bit here is really annoying. The clock is starting to catch up to us. No way, come on. We had it. We were so close to it at the very least. Maybe I should have started rolling sooner. Like the question is always like, do you bypass these things or do you kill them instead? Don't think there is always a set answer. Alright. Get him. Well, I guess we'll find out whether or not the Rift Guardian is part of that timer, but last time I checked he was. That may obviously has gotten changed ever since then. Boomerang would have been nice now. Alright, move on. See if we can trigger the Rift Guardian at the very least. Come on. Oh man, 16 seconds remaining. No! Come on! I think if we get a slightly different dungeon, we can do it. I think if we get a slightly different one, we could have done this. It's a shame, like we took so long with that opener, like the first boss that we found in this level, that it was just a little bit too much, and sadly the timer has run out at this point. The Rift Guardian is here now. Just about a little too late. Yeah, this guy would have taken us roughly 30 seconds to clean up. Potentially even less. This guy is fine. He still does a lot of damage though. But it's kind of rough to die against this dude. Man, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Oh well, oh well, oh well. A whole bunch of legendaries still. And we actually have a lot to analyze here too. So, Greater Rift 60 is actually the highest one we're going to be able to make. No gems to update this time around though, sadly. Guess it's time to maybe roll for some more rings. And then analyze everything we've got. Alright, so the highest Greater Rift we can do right now is probably going to be 61 with a couple seconds remaining. However, level 60 with 11, or like with a couple minutes remaining is what we've made so far. 11 minutes and 30 seconds is what we did on that one. Obviously, that gives us a nice basis to continue onwards. But let's have a look at all these spoils that we've gathered here. So, didn't really get a whole lot of stuff from this. Let me just salvage all of these yellows and all of the blues as well. And then it's time to actually dump all of the unnecessary stuff in my bank here. The elusive ring can actually stay, because I did get that during this. But look at all the spoils that I got. Got a lot of stuff to analyze. I'll make sure I analyze pretty much everything and I identify everything. And I'll show you all the good stuff. So as to be expected, the vast majority of everything we got right here was absolute trash. However, there's a couple okay items here. So first up, we got the strong arm braces that I really quickly want to check because these are ancient ones. I don't actually know if I can re-roll any of the things here into lightning. Yeah, I can actually. So this is quite a nice upgrade for us. Will give me a little bit more extra damage once I re-roll one of the extra stats here to be able to do 20% to extra lightning as well, which is obviously the main reason why we got the Nemesis braces. So we got actually a slight upgrade here to the bracers. That's good. Now we also have Natalia's Reflection, which is just one of the set items I was looking for. Same for Natalia's Sight, same for Natalia's Embrace. Then we got an elusive ring that is probably gonna go to one of my followers. The Shadow's Burden, slight upgrade here, if I re-roll one of the stats too. Cinder Coat, I want to be putting in the cube, so, you know. Bombardier's Rucksack, also looking still for one of those. The Shadow's Grasp. Now this is also an ancient item, obviously, and this one is pretty solid. So I'm going to be re-rolling some stuff on this one too. We got Natalia's Bloody Footprints, also a set item that I was looking for, and actually a pretty terrible Dead Man's Legacy. So this one's also going to drop down. And this is going to be what we are left over with. So we got the Shadow's Grasp right here. That is going to be a slight improvement to our damage and also to our toughness. Not the craziest of rolls, but definitely, you know, a little improvement. So we'll go ahead and equip that. Then we have the shoulders here that actually do lose us a little bit of recovery and toughness. But the advantage that we get here is 18% additional area damage on hit, which is basically a chance to do AoE damage. So that's quite nice for us. And also an extra percentage of cooldown because I kept rolling for it. And then I also have the strong arm bracers that will actually help us also just a little bit, an extra percentage as well to the lightning damage and, you know, just a little bit more dexterity all in all. So none of the sickest improvements, not like the craziest improvements, and I'm actually gonna keep these, oh, we'll keep that as well. I'm actually gonna be keeping the Nemesis braces. We'll re-roll, or we actually disenchant these Shadow's Grasp, you know, gloves too. But in the end, we made some nice progress. Managed to clean up the Greater Rift level 60. Was actually pretty good. I think we can start pushing a little bit higher. In particular, once I upgrade my rings. My rings are just horrendous, absolutely terrible. And also, once I get like a necklace with 20% additional lightning damage, I will be a-okay. And I think we can start pushing quite a bunch higher than we did so far. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this longer video of Diablo 3. I'm actually curious how many of you will be making it all the way to the very end. So if you did make it to this point in the video, comment down below the words Demon Hunter, okay? So I know whether or not you actually made it over here and whether or not I should create more of those in the future. I want to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one. Boom!